church history. Eusebius quoting Papias of Hierapolis. Try to say that 5 times fast. So this is around 110 AD, so this is very early. Records your tradition of the gospel. Mark preserved the gospels preached by Peter. Mark, having become the interpreter of Peter, wrote down accurately whatever he remembered. He accompanied Peter. So this would have been after he got booted out of Paul's missionary journeys. So then he started traveling with Peter, and he started writing stuff down. And that became the Gospel of Mark. Irenaeus, around 180 AD, in his bestseller Against Heresies, records a similar tradition and mentions that Peter and Paul founded the church in Rome. So Irenaeus takes my argument and the Roman Catholic one and puts them together so that everybody's happy. So that was a joke that I was putting my argument on the same level as the Roman. Never. Nobody even asked. Everybody said, 2 letters in the New Testament are ascribed to Peter. 1 Peter has always been universally accepted. Some people cast doubt on 2 Peter. Eusebius in 325, when he did his accepted and rejected books, he wasn't a big fan of 2 Peter or 2nd and 3rd John, James, some other books. But 1 Peter has almost always been accepted. Some people think 2 Peter was written by a follower of Peter, but there's no evidence to back that up. Eusebius also records a tradition that Peter preached in Rome, fought against the heresy of Simon Magus the magician. Remember, I spent some time on that passage. And generally considered to be the founder of Gnosticism. So here's this wonderful visage of Peter fighting against the founder of Gnosticism on the Appian Way or something like that. It's wonderful. Eusebius records that Peter was put to death under Nero in Rome. Does the New Testament tell us how Peter died?
Upside down.
New Testament tell us how Paul died?
No.
It is therefore recorded that Paul was beheaded in Rome itself, and that Peter likewise was crucified under Nero. This account of Peter and Paul is substantiated by the fact that their names are preserved in the cemeteries of that place, even to the present day. Now, the present day, in this case, would have been 325, so a lot of that stuff is lost now. Hippolytus says Peter preached the gospel in Pontus and Galatia and Cappadocia and Bithynia and Italy and Asia, and was afterwards crucified by Nero in Rome with his head downward, as he had himself desired to suffer in that manner. So that wonderful tradition about Peter being crucified upside down, was that in the Bible?
No.
No, it was in Hippolytus. And I'll give you a moment to admire. This is a wonderful medieval engraving of Peter being crucified upside down. This comes from the Martyr's Mirror, which is an Anabaptist tome from 1680, I think it was, late 1600. Either way. So, next week when we pick up, we will finish off